So seriously, I'm stuck. I'm looking to the door that leads into the garage and thinking maybe I can run out to the garage and put these kids in a car and pull the hatch and get away, but it's no way. I'm dealing with two kids who are both 1 years old at this time downstairs with a lot of commotion going on upstairs until it got completely solid. And I just remember standing there waiting for this door to come down with no weapon, and he comes running out. He's running down these stairs so fast. He puts his shoulder up against this door and he's yelling at me, "Go get the gun! Go get the gun now!" And me, I'm trying to figure out, why are you telling me to go get the gun when you took it? And so there is no gun, but of course he knows there is no gun. He's just saying that because he know that this door is a possibility. This door gonna go down, and when it does, it's not gonna be anything good. Well, the kids are upstairs. They're hiding. Like my kids, his kids, they all done found good hiding spots. They're hiding and they're quiet. But they ran in the room, one of the kids, and they told him what was happening, so he had them ran downstairs, which I found out later. And so they also done called 911. And then one of his older sons had them looked out of my daughter's bedroom window that's at the front of the house, and they noticed that a gold Cadillac CTS pulled up, and these people ran out with bandanas and guns and jumped inside the car and sped off. So law enforcement shows up, and immediately when they come up, the door is dented in, where you can see shoe prints all on the door that they were kicking it, trying to kick it in at the lock. But this is a heavy duty door. Like, this door was made to last, so it wasn't easy for them to kick the door in. But at the same time, we're so frightened. Like, we're scared for our lives in this house now. And so pretty much the first thing I do is I call all my family members. I'm telling like, get to my house now. Somebody try to do a home invasion on us right now. Everybody's showing up. The cousin that he told me that was going to end up being a big mistake, me inviting him over to the house, is one of the people that I called. I call him and he shows up within like 5 minutes. As soon as I call, he answered the phone. And I'm like, "Hey, somebody tried to do a home invasion over here. Get to my house right now." So he comes with a sawed off shotgun. He shows up with this big gun. He comes inside talking about how we safe now. He's going to protect us. Ain't nobody finna come around there while he's there and all this. The whole time, my now ex is looking at me and he's pretty much telling me, "Hey, come upstairs to the room. I want to talk to you about something." So all these people are in our house. So he's there. He has a gun. Another friend showed up with a gun and all this type of stuff. And so I go upstairs to the master bedroom. I close the door. He's sitting on the end of the bed and he straight up tells me, he said, "The person that's behind all this is sitting downstairs with your kids right now." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he say, "All night long, this person has been calling my phone, asking me if I was going out tonight. I'm telling this person over and over again, I'm not going out. I'm home with my family tonight." Because he's already been eluding this person because of the events that have already previously transpired. So he's trying to stay away from the drama part of everything. And so I'm like, "So you think he had something to do with this?" I said, "Are you serious? That's my family member. Why would my family have something to do with something like this?" And so he's like, "I'm always right. He had something to do with this. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I leave here tomorrow, I'm not coming back. Call your movers, go find you a place. We have to leave. We have to leave this place." And so again, I'm like, "What? I'm not leaving." Like, no, I'm not leaving. Like, I made a mental note that the next day I was going to get me a gun to protect my family again. And I was like, "So you're going to just leave?" And he's like, "I'm getting away from here. A lot of stuff is going on that you don't know about. You're not safe here." And so I'm pretty much telling him I'm safe here. And so I remember my adult daughter at that time ends up coming over to join us because she's grown at this point. So she's like, "Mom, I'm coming out there. Me and my boyfriend, we're gonna come over there and stay with y'all, make sure everything is good." And I'm telling her, "You don't have to come. I just got me a new gun. I got me a 9mm Glock, semi-automatic. If somebody kick at this door while I'm inside this house, I'm coming down these steps before they can meet me, and I'm blasting through that door." Like, I literally had talked to several of my family members who were in law enforcement, and I'm asking them, what are the Texas laws pertaining to somebody trying to do a home invasion and break into your home. And so one of my cousins pretty much told me that, "Hey, you have to let the person make entry." I'm talking to my sister. She telling me the same thing. Let them make entry. I'm telling them straight up, nobody making entry. Like, I can't. live to wait for somebody to make entry and come into my house when my kids are sleeping at. I have to protect my family because he's not here. And so he's ran off. He's in a hotel room high in the sky now in Houston, away, telling me I better get the kids and come to the hotel. And I'm pretty much saying, no, I'm not letting nobody run me from my home. Like, I'm going to be here with my kids. They still have to have a stable life. And so I remember the baby mom calling me the next day, and she's pretty much telling me, "Oh my God, I heard about what happened. Is everything okay? You know, how did my baby do?" And I'm pretty much telling her, I'm gonna have to get ready to get the baby back to you because I have a lot on my head and a lot on my hands right now, and it's too much going on. So of course, our kids that we have together are G's. They done been through so much with me. So when I talk to them about, do y'all want to go to the hotel with y'all father? Do y'all want to stay here with me because I'm not leaving? They're pretty much telling me, nah, mom, we gonna stay with you because we know you're gonna protect us. And it was like a mother's natural instinct that we're gonna protect our kids. That animal instinct kicks in. And so even bringing my kids 3 houses down to the corner to the bus stop, I got a gun on me. Like, I don't know if somebody gonna pull up, if anything is gonna happen. And I just feel like at this point, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not in the streets and I hadn't been out there. And so he's pretty much coming over in the daytime, telling me, this happened, that happened. He's telling me all this drama, telling me he found out this information and I need to keep this person away from us, and telling me, so I'm telling you right now, you don't have a choice. You're gonna have to move. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit for y'all. The part that really had me on the edge was my next door neighbor owned jewelry business in Houston. And so him and his wife worked together, but some days he would retreat home before her. And so he would watch his cameras to watch her when she returned home because sometimes she was bringing a large amount of money. And so I had spoken with him several times. Well, the next day I'm outside and I'm just talking to my family members. They're getting ready to leave. And my neighbor comes over because he's outside too. And he's pretty much telling me, is everything okay over here? I called the police last night as soon as I saw it. So he had called the police himself. And so he told me that he was waiting for his wife to come home and he was watching the cameras. And that he noticed this gold Cadillac CTS circling our neighborhood for over an hour, retreating to the cul-de-sac and turning around and coming back, passing in front of our house, slow in his house, leaving up the street. And he said he just thought this was very suspicious. He said he didn't call the police at that time. So he ends up sitting in his office and he's watching the cameras when he sees this car pull up in between his house and my house, and 3 people jump out of this vehicle with bandanas wrapped around their head. He sees a sawed-off shotgun, and they're running towards my door. And he said once he seen this, he got on the phone, he called the police. Everything had unfolded already in my house at that time. But when he told me that the next day, it scared the hell out of me because pretty much this happened at my house where I live, where I want to feel safe to lay my head in. And so I asked him, can I see this footage? And so he's pretty much like, yeah, you can see it. And so when I see it, I'm just like, oh my goodness. So now it's making sense because I remember my cousin showing up and now he has a sawed off shotgun when he comes over. Like, it was just too much at that time. Too much.